What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man. And yes, I'm back at it again. And I have something wonderful to share with you guys. I know that it's winter 2020, and you guys know about the anime that I said I was going to watch. This wasn't on my list. Somehow I ended up clicking on it, and I really enjoyed it. And it's so wonderful to find a gem hidden within all the other treasure and all the other jewels that is the winter 2020 anime. And this is called, I'm not even going to try the Japanese name, BOFURI. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. I just watched episode 1, and it was absolutely wonderful, man. I really, really enjoyed it. And it was a different take. Yes, it had all of those aspects of your typical virtual reality MMO game. And it kind of felt like a little bit of Log Horizon, a little bit of Sword Art Online, and a little bit of all those other virtual reality MMO games. But this one, it felt different to me in a sense because we have the main character. She's never played video games before. She's playing for the first time because her friend talked her into buying it and got her introduced to it. And she started to play. And when she created her character, she didn't want to go by her normal name, so she changed her own her in-game name to Maple. Now, she was one of those people that she annoyed me from the very beginning, but like as the show progressed in this first episode, I really started to like her. She didn't want to get hurt. It's in the title. She didn't want to get hurt in a game, so she decided to bump up her vitality from the start. She wasn't worried about anything, so she put all of her eggs into her vitality. And when she started the game, she was moving very slowly. She was wondering why, and she didn't like it. So she talked to some people in the game, and this girl showed her where she can go to fight monsters to bump up her other skills so she can move a little faster, her agility. And she went to fight, like, right off the bat. She had perfect defense because she used all of her points to max out her defense from the jump. So she went to fight, like lower level monsters or whatever. And she comes in contact with this little bunny, and it started attacking her. And it wasn't doing any damage, and she just thought it was the most wonderful thing in the world. She was like, oh, wow, look at the little bunny, and he's attacking me, and it wasn't doing anything. But that's what I really enjoyed about this episode in this anime, just from episode 1, was it's not like your typical, virtual reality MMO anime, where the character played these type of games before, or like Kirito, they were a beater. So he says they were a beater, or like Log Horizon where they played the game and then they just got stuck in the game. It wasn't like that. It's a real life person, and they just decided to play the virtual games, and they started to enjoy it. And she doesn't want to get hurt. In a virtual game, she doesn't want to get hurt. And that's what I really enjoyed. I thought, like, at the very beginning, how everything was progressing, I was like, this is going to be another anime where I'm just going to it's going to happen and I'm not really going to enjoy it. But I was thoroughly surprised because although that happened, she kept going further into the woods, and she ended up progressing very, very well just using vitality in the whole episode. And I was surprised because, like, she didn't really want to attack or anything. So she mainly just focused on vitality. And the whole episode, she was building up resistance. She got some skills. So she unlocked all this wonderful stuff within the first episode. And I'm not mad because I think it's like a 12, let me make sure. I think it's like a 12 episode series. Okay, yeah, it's 12 episodes. So I'm not upset that they kind of just like progressed everything to happen like right there in the first episode for her to have all this stuff. She even fell asleep while in the middle of the game. And like monsters started attacking her while she was asleep. She built up all these different type of resistances to poison and everything. And it was nice to have that happen because it's so weird for us to have this in a virtual anime like that. Most of the time, like I said, you get the character where they played the game before or they're super strong already, and that's what we're getting. But we're getting someone that's never played these type of games before, and they don't want to get hurt in a virtual game, and so they bumped up all their vitality and everything, and it was nice. And then when she logged off for the very first time, everybody in the whole like little chat room was talking about her. It was like, well, did you meet this girl that she has basic gear, and she went on and she was just fell asleep in the forest, and she attacked, and all these monsters attacked her and everything, and it was nice. So then she talked to her friend because her friend can't play right now. Her friend is like on like a little suspension from her parents for her not playing the games because she has to take some tests and pass these tests. But then at the end of the episode, we also learned that her friend is a champion player in this game. She's won multiple awards. So I'm super excited to see her friend. I won't say her friend's name is Risa. And I've been talking about Maple the whole time. And see when she finds out about Maple becoming this wonderful character while you are off studying and getting everything together. So the second day she logs in and she talks to another great shield person. A great shielder. I think that's what they were called. A great shielder. So he introduces her to the person who made his shield because she wanted a custom shield. And she doesn't really have the money. But she became friends with the shop owner and the guy, the other great shielders. So they became friends and they told her about this dungeon she can raid. And I knew she was going to take it. But they were like, well, she wouldn't go to the dungeon by herself when she's only like level 2, right? But she did. Like I told you prior, she received all of this resistance to a whole bunch of stuff. She got a couple loots. She got a ring that lets her do some stuff. She got some wonderful skills from just falling asleep and letting these monsters attack her in the first episode. So then she decides to take on the dungeon at level 2. And she takes on this poison dragon that's in the dungeon. You know, she's fighting some slimes to get there and everything. But she's fighting the poison dragon. And the dude gave her a whole bunch of potions and everything as well. But she's fighting the poison dragon and he just evaporates her shield and her short sword. And she doesn't have anything to defend against. So she's taking damage from the poison dragon. But she, in the first day, I don't know if I remember saying it, but she also came across like a bee that was stinging her with poison. So she had a little poison resistancy along with a bunch of other resistance that she had. So she's fighting the poison dragon and she's losing a little health, but not a lot. But then he starts constantly attacking her. She doesn't have her shield anymore. And next thing you know, she takes out the potions. And every time he attacks her and knocks out all of her health, she uses a potion. Boom, 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 she uses a potion. Boom, 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 she uses a potion. And she built up advanced resistance to poison. So like she's not even, poison doesn't even phase her anymore. She's not even, and this is her second day playing this game, and that's what makes it so great because it feels like you're taking this journey with her. But like if you played any games like this, or you know where you have to do and build up your character and stuff, it's very rare for you can go out and take on these types of people because none of us, like I know for myself, I never really just put all my eggs in one basket. I try to divide it up overall for my character, so I kind of have a little room to wiggle with. But she put it all in one basket, and that worked in her favor. So she built up resistance to all of the poison, so she's not poison doesn't affect her anymore. And then the dragon decides to take her, and I'm assuming it was going to eat her or whatever. But all of a sudden, she starts biting and eating the dragon. So then she takes and she gets like a Hydra eater skill. So she ends up eating the whole dragon. She gets this wonderful crate at the end of towards the end of the episode where she defeats the dragon, and she gets this wonderful new outfit, shield, and short sword that the skill for her whole outfit and shield and everything, that if it's destroyed while she's in battle, it rebuilds itself stronger than it was before. She gets all of this wonderful stuff from the jump, and I love the fact that she wasn't a skilled player in this game. It's just something that she didn't want to get hurt, so she put all her skill points in vitality, and it just happens to work out for her. And she's willing to try stuff that an average gamer wouldn't try. Because let's be real, an average gamer wouldn't put all of their skill points in one skill setting. They kind of try to divide it up. But she did that, and it opened new windows in my eyes, and I was like, wow, this is wonderful. I love to try that in a game now because it worked in her favor and she got all of this cool and wonderful stuff. So I would love to try that because, let's be real, any real gamer wouldn't do that. But it's nice because she's not a gamer. This is her first game, and this is what's happening for her. And it was absolutely wonderful, man. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it if you like Sword Art Online and Log Horizon and anime of that sort. This is like a different take on that type of anime, and I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. You guys should totally check it out, man. This is your boy, Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button till you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them and subscribe. And remember, man, that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, and vitality matters, man. Peace out.